Now, can you give your name and where you live?
My name is Eric Tyser. I'm born and raised in Venice, Louisiana. I've been living here for 47 years now. And I worked offshore in wintertime and summertime. I'm a commercial fisherman. The government's hiding so much stuff, you know. It's ungodly how BP got enough money to pay everybody off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And leave our backyard filthy.
Right. They paid people
millions
from all over
and
the
millions
place.
and probably billions of dollars come from all over. See, all the local people down here, everybody, like people like you come here to talk with us. When you get through talking with us, we don't have a job. So they take people from all over the world, except from Louisiana, and they got them all working all around here. Every time the local people talks with somebody, they get fired, laid off. Now, they don't have no local peoples working anymore. Maybe 2 or 3 of them working.
You said you could show me some
sea turtles, dead
that died as a result of this just today. Could you describe that?
My brother and all, they just got off the job, and I had Joe Neal and all. They just went out there for the last day shark fishing, which was the 30th. They went out there shark fishing. And he's got on his cell phone some dead porpoises, fresh dead porpoises, fresh dead sea turtles, still coming up on the beach. They got big tar balls still all over the beach, but yet BP said it's all cleaned up. And I was out there shark fishing 2 weeks ago, and they had about a 3-mile slick on the water where we put our lines at. You know?
Can you...
it's still here. It ain't going nowhere. As the warmer it gets, the more it's going to pop up.
And you said that even you could take me out in the boat if I had time, and you could pull up tar from the bottom of the marsh.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right here, right straight behind the house, an hour away. You know, not even an hour, 30 minutes.
Now, as a commercial fisherman, have you been able to come back and start making money again?
Well, you see, Katrina hit us and knocked us off our feet. We just was starting to get back from Katrina, and then now BP, you know, and it's an accident, but still, we suffered for it. We could all be really financial situated if BP would have given us a fair handshake.
But they claim to the world, and their national ads right now are saying that they have paid everybody off, that they cleaned up all the oil.
They told me I wasn't eligible. I went there and stood in front of the place to try to clean my backyard up, not their backyard, my backyard. But no, they get a bunch of idiots from all over the United States to come down here to sit on their behinds and just let the stuff sink back into the Mother Earth, I guess that's what they call it.
Pretending they're working.
Yeah, they ain't doing nothing. We had the mule team. We was out there. I finally got a job with them, and we was out there helping them clean up the all loading and unloading. Used my boat. I ate 6 foot of my keel out of my boat. I lent my boat to DRC, and I come back from vacation, and my boat was sitting on the bottom. They sunk my boat. Bent my shaft, bent my wheel, and sunk my boat.
Did they...
Then the guy at the harbor calls me, at Delta Marina calls me up and said, "Man, Eric, I hate to tell you this, but your boat's sitting on the bottom."
And did they take care of you financially for that?
No, sir. They didn't even, they called me to decon my boat, and I said, "Dude," I said, "you want me to decon my boat?" I said, "My boat's still on the job. How am I going to decon my boat?" And DRC's using my boat after y'all fired them to haul. They used my boat for 10 days to haul stuff in. And I still didn't get paid for the 10 days. Didn't get paid for getting my boat fixed. Had to cut the whole floor out of it and redo it because it was all damaged with all. I had to prepare 6 foot of my keel. And I had to pay somebody to do all of that, which I made good money with them, but if they'd have paid me the money they owed me, I would be set up pretty good right now.
So you worked, I think it was 2.5 months, you said? 10 weeks?
2 months and 10 days.
Yeah, 2 months and 10 days is about 11, 12 weeks.
And
how much did they pay you for it?
I think I got paid for 5.5.
5.5?
5.5 weeks.
Now, this was under a subcontractor that had a contract with BP now.
Yes, sir.
Who stiffed you? Was it
DRC.
actually BP?
No,
DRC.
It was DRC. I mean, really, I think BP, I mean, I wish they would have hired the local fishermen like they said they was going to do.
Yeah, they
would have all been shining, you know, would have all been better than we are now. I'm broke now, but, you know, I still thank God for BP because I made enough money to get my shrimp boat ready, my fish boat ready. So, and I got me a truck out the deal. So I worked hard for it. Right. They didn't give me nothing. I worked for what I got.
I believe it. Let me ask you this now. I've seen BP has pledged $20 billion to make everybody right in the 4 Gulf states. However, I
didn't get none of it.
Yeah, I believe that. But they've also spent upwards of $20 billion buying a national ad on all broadcast TV and all other media outlets, producing these huge commercials that basically say BP's boats and the little shrimp boats worked together and they cleaned up the oil. Now, people tell me they didn't clean up the oil. They bombed it with Corexit to make it disappear to the bottom. What's your experience on that?
That's exactly what they did. I was in the bayou, was out there violating, and we got sprayed by a big giant plane flew over in the middle of the night and sprayed us, cleanest my boat ever got. For whole shrimp.
Yeah, I bet they say that stuff is almost pure poison.
Well, I don't know one thing, it burnt me. It burnt me. I got spots all over me. You can see them on my arms now where it got me, you know.
I see. Let me ask you this. That stuff, Corexit, is banned in England, Norway, Sweden, and in the North Sea. Why did, in your opinion, the United States government let them use this terrible toxic poison?
They was burying it to the bottom of the ocean.
Did it make you feel bad to the way
I'm
they
sick
behaved?
now from it. I mean, I went from before the oil spill, I weighed 265 pounds before the oil hit. Today I weighed myself 214 pounds. I got high blood pressure all at once. I got sugar diabetes. I'm drying up to nothing. You know, all in a matter of 6 months, I done lost 50 pounds. I got to go to the doctor tomorrow to find out really what's wrong with me. My Uncle George just took my sugar, stuck me in a finger. It was 575 my sugar. So they said I was a walking time bomb right now.
How was your health before you started working on the BP cleanup and got sprayed with Corexit?
I was an animal.
Healthy animal,
healthy
right?
animal. I've been always a healthy animal down here.
Is this the first cluster of health groups of health problems that you've had?
In my whole life.
In your whole life? I've
always been a bull.
But BP's chemical
I guess.
dispersant.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I went from completely healthy to working on a job for, like I say, 2 months and 10 days, or 2 months and a couple days. My health went straight to the bottom.
I mean,
I'm drying up, and before you can see all kind of brown spots all over me from where that disperser hit me, like little brown spots all over me. You can still see it.
Let me take
and they passed over my boat. It burnt like fire. I had to take water and wash it off. I had some gallons
when the airplane passed over that was spraying this stuff at night?
It was a big giant plane. I ain't never seen a plane get so close to the water and so big. It looked like the wing spread on it was at least over 100 feet. I ain't never seen a plane that big in my life, that close. He flew right over the beach, and he was spraying the beach is what he was doing.
Spraying everything, right?
Trying to get rid of the oil because the oil was floated everywhere. That morning you can see like just big red spots on the water to where the soap went through the oil and left it red looking.
Yeah, that's the Corexit. That's what they say. It's red-orange when they hit it. Yeah, and then it breaks up into smaller pieces, and they hide it by letting it drop to the bottom. How does that stuff affect the sea life that depends on the bottom? It was killing
everything. You could see the fish in the water. I mean, we got so many massive schools of fish, they ain't no telling what it killed. But you can see the little fish swimming in circles and sinking to the bottom. Dying. And then all along the beach was shrimp heads. Just the heads, just the scales, you know, like a shrimp would peel. But they would wash up on the beach. Just the whole beachfront was just full of dead shrimp heads. And fish floated up on the beach. Fish kills in a little pond. They would try to say it was all red tides and this and that. And it wasn't no red tides. It was the soap. The soap and the oil killing them. Let me ask you this. When this was going down, I remember some fishermen, I think it was Grand Isle, maybe it was over here, they got sick. We couldn't talk about it, because if we would talk about it, we'd get fired. I was working at the time.
Yeah, what did they say about that in terms of, you were working for them, what did they say if you talked to somebody on camera or on the media?
You got fired. They would fire you straight off the bat, and you would get fired.
Did they actually tell you that, or just it was known?
Our boss man's and I said, man, Eric, you talk about any of this stuff, they're going to fire you. No matter how good of a worker you are, they're going to fire you.
They didn't care how good a worker you are.
No, they didn't care. They still don't care.
Let me ask you this. Well, first, they claimed that it was food poisoning when the workers were getting sick with this Corexit, and BP wouldn't allow them to even wear respirators, though they were saying that people were having trouble breathing, and it was really screwing up their breathing, like they had asthma attacks or something. Did you have any experience with that? Could you wear a respirator when they were spraying over you?
I didn't wear no respirator.
Did BP allow you to if you wanted to? Or you don't know?
I'm sure they would have let you if you wanted to. I mean, they wasn't here to kill it. Well, to my knowledge, they wasn't here to kill us or nothing. I mean, they done had a bad accident as it was, but I don't think BP was out here. The damage was done. There was nothing they can do, you know.
Do you feel that in your experience on this so-called cleanup, were you actually picking up oil, or were you spotting it? You were picking
it up.
Okay, where was that? In the marshes?
Right here by you, Shalom and Jimmy Bay, in Bay Jimmy.
I get the idea.
Yeah, I was right in the middle of the worstest part of it.
Let me ask you this. Did you file a claim with BP or try to file one?
Well, I tried to file one. Well, I just tried to get paid like everybody else did, and they said I wasn't eligible.
Because you're more or less into not keeping a whole lot of records and stuff like that. Okay, and so you weren't able to actually put in an application because they said you didn't have the documents and everything, basically, right? Yeah. Okay. But your main concentration is this, I think it was DRC, stiffed you on half the time you worked for them.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing to try to recover that?
Well, one of my best friends, he lives right here. His name's Jake Puttery. He's got some lawyers we got to get online with today. And they're going to see about getting our money back.
So you have to go to a lawyer in order to see if
Not
you can get
that I want to, because you got to pay the lawyer half your money anyway, so you're still getting stiffed any way you look at it.
Right, but something's better than nothing.
Right. My egg's better in a basket than no egg in a basket.
Yeah, exactly. Can you tell people about your neighbors? What have you heard from the other fishermen that you have known all your life?
Some guy that's sitting on a can and got paid off big time. I guess you got to know whose bird to suck, you know. Which I'll never go nowhere because I ain't into that. You know,
but the other ones I've heard from a lot of guys, they're getting word from BP, this Gulf Coast Claims Facility. Ken Feinberg, they keep hearing we need more documents, more trip tickets, more taxes from 08, 09, not just 010. We need this,
and we just got tore to pieces over Katrina. We lost everything we owned. I mean, I was living good, but I guess when you spoil, then you come back from a major hurricane, you open your eyes up. You really realize how hard you got hit when you lost everything you owned.
Right.
And then, of course, I didn't have insurance, so I didn't get nothing back. If it wouldn't have been for the churches helping me, I would have probably committed suicide.
Okay, I believe it, because the pain was so deep.
Yeah,
and what about the pain caused by this BP oil spill?
It's just as bad. I mean, we just live day by day, get stronger each day. I mean, that's...
Let me ask you this. I talked to the people over in Bayou Lafourche, over on the other side, and a lot of fishermen here down in Plaquemines Parish, and guys are telling me that they never take any medication their whole life. Now they got to take Xanax. The wives sometimes, and then they have to take Prozac in order to fight off the depression that is a result of the fear.
I ain't never done none of that. Yeah, we all scared to death. You don't know what's going to happen. Just like our some people say our seafood's contaminated, which it could be contaminated, but then we don't know. You know, I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
I mean, they caught some shrimps last year. All their gill plates was full of oil and everything. I mean, that to me would be contaminated. But yet they were so lively, it looked like they was on a hit of cocaine or something. They was jumping around in the boat so lively you wouldn't believe how lively they was.
Now, how do they look this year?
They look beautiful.
They look beautiful. You know something? I've
But
been eating shrimp, crawfish, everything down here since I've been here. I love this food down here, and I don't taste no contamination. This is the best po' boys I've ever had. Let me tell you.
Yeah, but us Coonasses know how to cook too. We don't cook bland. We add all kind of seasoning to it.
That's exactly it.
But I mean, we eating it too. But I mean, maybe it's just my time, but.
Well, I don't know. You say you lost 50 pounds in the last 5-6 months, right? And you've never been sick in your life, and all of a sudden they're telling you got blood pressure issues,
my
sugar
sister
issues.
my uncle the preacher took my blood pressure. I mean, my sugar was 575. Then my sister took my high blood pressure. It was like 140 over 119. Oh no, 158 over 119.
Okay, I don't know what those numbers mean, but it sounds like it's not too good.
Yeah, both of them sky high.
Well, are you having trouble? Are you suffering like having trouble sleeping at night?
Oh, yes, indeed. My legs cramp up now every night. I wake up pissing 10-15 times every 45 minutes. I'm up peeing. You know, and I'm always thirsty. Well, that's a sign, like they told me, high blood pressure. I mean, sugar diabetes. So I'm just going from there. I'm fixing to have to go like the rest of them. Start taking all kind of medicine and stuff. My nerves is shot.
Have you ever taken medicine before this happened?
Well, I got hurt
offshore. What?
I got hurt offshore in '96, and I got full busted disc in my back. I take pain pills for my back in summer. But I ain't been to the doctor. I got tired of it 3 months ago. Now I'm even worse. I quit going to the doctor. Now I got all kind of shit going on with me now. So I just got to go to the doctor this weekend.
Do you think the people that BP and
they don't care about us?
Yeah,
they don't.
That's
care.
What I'm wondering. Are they treating you with respect? Are
no,
they fulfilling their promises?
They done spit on us. You know, period.
They're actually telling the world now that the oil's all gone. They've done everything. They did the right thing. They paid everyone off.
Dude, if you believe all of that oil's gone, you really got to be stupid. Because a blind man can go out there and show you all everywhere. A blind man.
Why isn't the national media showing the rest of the world?
Because they all got paid off. They all got paid off. Uncle Sam and this whole bunch of monkeys got paid off. They all got paid off.
They
don't give a shit about our backyard, because I can take anybody you bring me and go show them all I'll go fill up my boat with all for you if you want to.
I believe you.
You know, they left that for our kids to play in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a local. I'm a real local. They left all of that for our kids to play in out.
I understand.